Hey everybody, it's Kory. Thanks for joining me. I'm actually camping with Bonnie. We are in Priest Lake State Park. We're here for the weekend doing a video shoot for our North Idaho Digs series where we're going to highlight the Priest Lake State Park. So stay tuned for that. While we're here, I just got the MLS stats for the month of May. It is June 1st right now, and I wanted to get those out to you guys hot off the press. So let's jump into the computer here. You're going to see the sales price, the median sales price for the month of May for both previously owned and new construction. All construction types, the median sale price was $544,000, up 3.7% year over year. So prices are still continuing to increase. We're not having a market crash here. We're actually seeing the market normalize and reflect normal numbers. Remember, a normal market has an increase of about 3 to 5% a year, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Now, new construction, their median price was at $555,000. Previously owned, their median price was at $530,000. So you can see here the difference in price by $30,000 or so. Both previously owned and new construction were up year over year. When we come over to new listings, what is coming on the market, right? Who's putting their homes on the market? For the whole market, there were 960 homes that came onto the market in May. That's down 1.5% year over year. So total number of homes coming onto the market is actually down. Let's look at new construction. New construction is down a bigger chunk by 6.1%, and previously owned homes are down 0.4%. New construction is having a hard time meeting demand. The builders right now are struggling with the high cost of building, the high interest rates, and the high cost of labor. Because it's hard for them to build, they're not able to build as many homes as they would like. Plus, here in North Idaho, we just simply don't have the land in which to expand, like down in Boise or in markets like Phoenix or Las Vegas, where they've got land to develop. We don't have that here in North Idaho. So between the builders struggling to find land to develop and being able to afford it, there's not the type of inventory we'd like to see of new construction coming onto the market. And that's why you see new listings suffering more in the new construction than the previously owned. As far as total inventory, we had 1,801 homes come on the market for the month of May. That's up 10.3% year over year. So inventory is actually going up. Great news for buyers. Great news for the market. Of those, the newly constructed homes as part of that total inventory, new construction was down 17.6%. Again, the amount of inventory for new construction is struggling to keep up. Previously owned homes, the inventory actually went up 19.8% year over year. So you've got newly constructed struggling to provide inventory, and then you have previously owned homes that are sitting on the market. And again, it is not all previously owned homes that come onto the market that sit on the market. And we've talked about this when we identified porcupine properties. So just to be clear, the homes that are sitting on the market are those that nobody wants to touch. What do people want to touch? When people come to town and they want a previously owned home, here's the homes that go quick. It's single-story rancher style, 3-car garage with RV parking. If you've got a single-story with 3-car garage and RV parking, that home is going to sell at or above asking. It's going to have multiple bids. But if you put a 2-story home with a 2-car garage, no RV access, in a big HOA neighborhood, it's going to sit on the market longer than the home that's a single-story home. And the inventory that you're seeing, homes for sale, total inventory that's sitting on the market, is those. It's not every home that comes onto the market. And as fate would have it, most people want single-story, 3-car RV parking. So what sits? You know. All right, pending sales. Let's look at buyer activity. When we look at pending sales for the month of May, there were 509 homes put under contract. That was 7.2% more homes over the same period last year. So buyer interest is up. New construction was up 52.9% year over year, whereas previously owned homes we're down 0.7% for pending sales. So what does this tell us? This tells us that new construction is carrying the water for our market as far as pending sales. Why is that? Well, it's what's available. When people come to town, there are model homes that are open. They can go in, they can see it, touch it, smell it, and they actually have something to look at. Whereas the previously owned homes are just not on the market for them to look at. So they tend to buy what they see. Closed sales. This is another indicator for buyer activity. And remember, closed sales being a lagging indicator, these were the pending sales from the month prior. Well, in May, the closed sales, total closed sales was up 8%. So our market is seeing an increase in buyers. For new construction, it was up 23.4%. So again, shows you that most people are buying new homes. Previously owned homes, as far as closed sales, they were only up 4.3%. Both markets, previously owned and new construction, have seen an increase in buyers, but it's the newly constructed homes that are seeing the bulk of that. Let's look at month supply of inventory. The total month supply of inventory in our market for May was 4.6. That was up 4.5%. What does that mean? That means that there were actually more month supply of homes by 4.5% year over year. And remember, a normal market is about 6 months of inventory. That's what you want to see, because that means both buyers and sellers have equal leverage. If you can go back to 2020 and 2021, we were below a month supply of inventory, and that meant that sellers held all the cards. They had 10 to 20 people bidding on their homes, and that's what caused the prices to go up. We don't want that. We want a normal market. We want to see about 5 to 6 months of inventory, and we're getting there. We're at 4.6 months total inventory. If we separate new construction out of that, they have about a month less of inventory than the total market. Their inventory is down 37.1% over last year. And previously owned homes is actually up 20% over last year. And we've talked about this. The reason that the inventory is going up in the previously owned market is because of those porcupine properties sitting on the market, whereas the newly constructed homes, their month supply is actually going down because they're being eaten away by the demand that's out there. And we've talked about the demand in both pending sales and closed sales being up. So, in review, the month of May, we've seen another month here in North Idaho where the market is actually churning to the positive side. But because of that, prices are also going up. Those that are waiting for a market crash, it is not happening. And it cannot happen until people put their homes on the market and or until builders build more inventory. Nobody wants to put their home on the market with the interest rates this high, and builders can't produce the inventory because the cost of building is too high. So until those things change, we're going to continue to see low inventory. And again, here in North Idaho, we have strong demand. People want to live here. So without that supply to meet the demand, prices are going to continue to go up. So my advice to those of you that are sitting on the sideline, and there's a lot of you sitting on the sideline waiting for a market crash here in North Idaho, good luck with that. It is not going to happen. As much as we would love to see prices come down, if prices would just come down another 10 to 20%, real estate business would actually increase. More people would buy, more people would sell, and us as real estate agents would see our activity go up. And just a word on new builds. If you are coming to town and you decide you wanted to burn daylight and just kind of go out and look at model homes, recognize that when you go into a model home and you decide that you actually want to go under contract, if you don't have your own representation, you're going to be represented by the selling agent who's selling those homes for the builder. And most of the time, that's okay. But there are some times where you're going to have issues come up with a new build. Who do you think that listing agent is going to be loyal to? The builder that gives them the majority of their deals, or you who has an issue with the home that the builder is building? That's why we recommend, if you go into a new build situation, that you have your own representation. Bonnie and I represent our clients constantly in new builds. And I think it's the wise thing to do. It does not hurt you to have experience in your corner when you go into a new build contract. So when you go into these model homes and you get the agent asking you if you're working with somebody, you want to tell them if you're working with somebody, because if you don't, they're going to assume that you are their client and they're going to sign you up, and you're not going to have any ability to be represented once you sign a contract with them. Just a piece of advice: if you want more information about going into new build contracts, you can contact us. We'd love to talk with you. You can reach us at livebetterinnorthidaho.com. Again, we've got a video coming up here in the next week about Priest Lake State Park for our North Idaho Digs series. If you're looking forward to that, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell for when that comes out. That's it for now, you guys. Take care. Bye.